The bulwark of liberty, protecting the inalienable rights of free people, serving unstintingly and without prejudice to maintain the laws of our land, the grand jury.
As a man who's been on the police force for 20 years, Sergeant Ludwig, how do you regard the morals of your town?
Well, it's a wide open town, if that's what you mean.
That's exactly what I mean.
In a setup like this, there are a lot of little people, and then there's one big boss.
Have you any idea who the big boss is? I'd like to reassure you, Sergeant, that the hearings of the grand jury are secret. Whatever you say will be held inviolate.
For the past half dozen years, this has been a Willoughby town. Supervisor gets elected, judge gets appointed, policeman gets promoted. He's a Willoughby man. Vance Willoughby.
Thank you very much, Sergeant.
Well, John, how are you?
Fine, Mike, and you?
Good, fine, thanks.
I want you to shake hands with Harry Driscoll, my partner.
Mr. Driscoll?
Mike Ludwig. How are you, Sergeant? We used to be on robbery detail together.
It was a long time ago. How do you like working for the grand jury?
Fine, just fine.
Good. I'll be seeing you.
So long, Mike. So long, Sergeant. Oh, you want to come in?
Yeah.
Any luck, sir?
I think we've got something, boys.
I'm not surprised. Because Michael Ludwig is what we used to call a cop's cop. He was all for his men, and he studied real hard. If anybody would come up from the ranks, it'd be Ludwig. But he wasn't the athletic type. He wouldn't play ball.
Does the name Vance Willoughby mean anything to you?
Same as it does to everybody else. Building contractor, head of the Civic Voters League. And I think he owns a piece of the newspaper, too. If you want something, he's a good man to know.
Do you know?
I know of him. Same here.
Well, what we want is a complete rundown on this man. His business affairs, political connections, his social activities as well. And above all, we want to know the people that he knows and deals with. We want to know all we can about Vance Willoughby.
Yes, sir.
For the past half dozen years, this has been a Willoughby town. Supervisor gets elected, judge gets appointed, policeman gets promoted. He's a Willoughby man. Vance Willoughby.
Thank you very much, Sergeant.
Hello, Branson. Mr. Willoughby here. Michael Ludwig. He's a sergeant on the police force. Look after him. Go.
Mike. Mike. Mike, are you all right? Mike, talk to me. Are you all right, Mike?
I just got word, Mrs. Ludwig. I'm terribly sorry, and if there's anything I can do.
Thank you.
How is he?
He's still in surgery, Captain.
You're not assigned here, Fenway?
No, sir. Mrs. Ludwig. Anne is my sister.
Captain Stern, I'm John Kennedy. I used to be on the force. This is my partner, Harry Driscoll. Captain, we're investigators for the grand jury.
Yes, I knew Sergeant Ludwig had been subpoenaed. You don't think that had anything to do with this, do you?
Well, it isn't the first time that a witness has been intimidated.
You tell the grand jury for me, if a witness is being intimidated, Whether it's a policeman or an ordinary citizen, just let us know, and we'll provide the necessary action.
Perhaps you'd like to tell them yourself, Captain.
I certainly would. Fenway, keep me posted whatever the hour.
Yes, sir.
You'll be all right, Mrs. Ludwig.
Thank you.
He died about an hour ago. Never regained consciousness.
Well, seems they don't warn our witnesses anymore. They just kill them.
Maybe now some of the other officers won't take this sitting down. They don't like it when it happens to one of their own.
You can count on Captain Stern. He was in charge of the 8th precinct where Ludwig was stationed.
We'll have him in.
Mr. Grant, it might be worth talking to Mrs. Ludwig. After the funeral, of course.
You mean have her appear before the grand jury?
No, sir. I thought if John and I went over to her house, you know, Ludwig might have told her some things. Things that could help us find out whether Vance Willoughby's responsible for Ludwig's murder or not.
That's a good idea. Why don't you follow it up?
Sir.
Discussed his work with me, even when a case was over. Oh, a couple of times I might ask something, and he'd just shake his head and say what I didn't know wouldn't hurt me.
Didn't anything special seem to bother him?
Everything bothered him, Mr. Driscoll. He was that conscientious. You know, the night before he went down to the grand jury, he said you could always bury your head in the sand, but then you'd suffocate. What he liked was plenty of clean, fresh air. Excuse me.
Mrs. Ludwig, I'm Nelson Haig, your councilman.
Oh, please come in.
Thank you. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know you had company.
Mr. Driscoll, Mr. Kennedy, Councilman Haig.
How do you do, sir?
Hi, gentlemen. I'll be brief, Mrs. Ludwig. I realize you'll receive a police pension, but it hardly seems enough for you to live comfortably.
Well, I'll be getting a job, Mr. Haig.
Well, that's why I'm here. You see, I can place you in City Hall with pleasant surroundings and good pay. Mrs. Ludwig, we can't make up for your great loss, but we can show our appreciation for your husband's service and sacrifice. Now, here's my card. And whenever you're ready, you come see me.
Thank you.
Gentlemen,
Mr. Haig?
goodbye, Mrs. Ludwig.
Goodbye.
Oh, we'll be going along, Mrs. Ludwig.
Everybody's been so nice.
Almost everybody, Mrs. Ludwig.
Captain Stern, and as much as Sergeant Ludwig is already dead, we feel that, both for his sake and for ours, we might as well divulge the nature of his appearance before this body.
Perhaps you could pick up where he left off.
And if I can?
Vance Willoughby is regarded in this city as, how shall I say it, the power behind the throne.
The big boss.
The big boss of what, Mr. Grant?
That's what we're trying to learn. We want to find out what connection Vance Willoughby has with the various phases of the city government, both politically and economically.
If you want to know what influence Mr. Willoughby has with the police department, I can tell you in one word. Nothing. No, I won't say he can't get a parking ticket fixed. But beyond that, he has no more influence with the department than any of you. Believe me, no one man, no matter how wealthy, how politically strong, how personally powerful, has any control whatsoever over the department. Except, of course, the commissioner or chief.
Well, your words are very comforting, Captain Stern, very reassuring. If there are no more questions? Thank you very much, sir.
Captain Stern? Well, that didn't take long. It's all business. If there's a job to be done, he does it. Come on.
Believe me, no one man, however wealthy, however strong politically, however personally powerful, has any control whatsoever with the department. Except, of course, the commissioner or chief.
I guess that ought...
Well, your words are very comforting, Captain Stern. Very reassuring. If there are no more questions, thank you very much, sir.
And I thank you very much. You know, Carl, you almost had me convinced.
There may be some more after I left.
Oh?
Was he cooperative, Mr. Grant?
He means well, Harry. But I'm afraid the captain is snowblind.
Snowblind?
Yes, his eyes have focused so strongly on police routine, he isn't aware of what else goes on. But I am. And before I step down as foreman of the grand jury, I promise that Vance Willoughby will be indicted.
Who is this big mouth?
His name's Thomas Grant.
You know where he lives? Nelson, get Branson on the phone.
One man's already been killed, Mr. Willoughby. I don't think that we ought
That's right, you don't think, but I do. Now get Branson on the phone.
You're sure there's nothing we can do for you, Mr. Grant?
No. Just find out how much my car's worth than a trade-in. 20, 25 cents, I guess.
But all kidding aside, you did carry insurance.
On the car? Yes, of course. I also had insurance on my life. I'm glad they didn't have to pay that off.
Now, so are we, Mr. Grant. But if the rest of the jury's in jeopardy...
No, John. Whoever did it tried to make an example of me. As a warning to others. What's the matter, Harry? You seem far away.
Well, not so far, really. It just occurred to me while you were talking. You know, anybody who ever pointed a finger at Vance Willoughby, including you, met with an accident.
Well, how could Willoughby find out? All of the sessions of the grand jury are highly secret.
Well, if one country could find out the secrets of another, it shouldn't be too tough for a man running the city to find out what's going on in the grand jury.
You mean there's a leak? One of the grand jury has betrayed us?
Look, you worry about getting better. We'll worry about plugging that leak. I'll see you soon.
Take it easy. Harry, look what I found. Silver dollar.
Oh, yeah. Somebody must have been to Vegas and got lucky. Just leave it there on the desk. How do you like that?
They've been tapping every word.
Whose office is under here?
In the city council. We'll trace that pickup sometime tonight.
I'll get it, Al.
I'll call you back.
Oh, hello.
Ludwig.
Come on in.
Thank you. Fenway?
Hello? I'm sorry, gentlemen. I can't remember which is which.
I'm Kennedy, and this is Driscoll.
Won't you sit down and make yourselves comfortable?
Yeah, good.
Would you like some coffee?
Not now, Ann. What's this all about?
Michael Ludwig and Vance Willoughby.
Well, Michael didn't know Mr. Willoughby. At least I don't think he did.
No, but he knew about him, and he was willing to testify. As a matter of fact, it was after he expressed his willingness to appear before the grand jury that
he was killed.
Well, if you can prove this, why don't you...
That's the trouble. We can't prove it.
However, we think maybe you can. But, sort of means sticking your neck out.
No. No, one killing in our family is enough. Why should Al risk his neck? That won't bring Michael back.
That coffee, please. You must have something to go on.
Quite a bit, but so far it doesn't tie in Willoughby.
Well, so far you're talking riddles.
We'll get to the point. The grand jury's sessions have been tapped. We traced it to Councilman Hayes' private office.
We made a rundown on Haig and found that socially he's very close to this Captain Stern.
Haig and Stern. Strange. They were both interested in Mike.
Not so strange.
The way you see it, then, they're working for Willoughby. Anybody who crosses him gets his throat cut.
Al, if you work with us, maybe they'll cut their own throats.
Come in. I have a special request, Captain Stern.
You want to transfer from this precinct?
No, sir, I'd like to be assigned to homicide.
We're doing all we can to find out who murdered your brother-in-law. I don't see how you can help.
Well, I thought if Mike knew something, maybe sort of being in the family, I might pick up the same kind of information.
All right, I'll have you reassigned. Keep your eyes and ears open, Fenway, and report directly to me.
Yes, sir.
Have you read all the transcripts?
Yes, sir, I have.
Mr. Grant, when you question him before the grand jury, he's going to know everything about Vance Willoughby that anybody ever knew. And when they pick that up on their tape recorder, you can bet that he'll be their next target.
It's risky, Mr. Fenway. You can change your mind if you want to.
No. If it means pinning Mike Ludwig's murder where it belongs, I don't mind being your clay pigeon.
When will you be out of here?
Oh, 2 or 3 days. Instead of holding a regular session of the grand jury, why don't we have an informal meeting, just the 4 of us?
Sounds good.
Fine.
During the last week, Officer Fenway, you've been investigating the murder of Ludwig. Is that correct?
Yes, sir. Captain Stern assigned me to the case.
Has your investigation proved fruitful?
Indirectly, Mr. Grant.
Would you mind explaining that?
Well, I don't know if I should say it, since it's only rumor. And, besides, maybe I should have told my superior officer when I learned that...
To learn what? You may speak freely here. Everything you say is in the strictest confidence.
If you say so, all right. There's a man in this town. I'm sure he's no stranger to anybody here who has his finger in every pie.
His name was Vance Willoughby. When I started asking questions about Sergeant Ludwig, he was my sister's husband, you know, I got tipped to lay off.
Was there any pressure on you to drop the investigation?
Not pressure, Mr. Grant. More of a warning. Finally, I got word that Willoughby had a lot of pull in the police department, that he wouldn't like it if I kept nosing around.
So you let it drop?
No, sir. I dug up all the information I could. I even found a notebook in my brother-in-law's desk. No wonder they killed him.
What do you mean by that?
He had plenty on Mr. Willoughby.
And you have that information?
That and more. A lot of heads would roll if I had a chance to spill the beans.
We'll give you that chance, Officer Fenway, if you're willing to cooperate with the grand jury.
I'll do better than that. Just wait 1 more week and I'll have enough evidence to blow this town wide open.
1 week, you'll be gone and forgotten. Call Branson. You can't kill everybody that gets in your way. It's going to backfire. How long do you think you can get away with it? Not me, us. Branson, Vance Willoughby here. I want you to come to my office. Yes, right away.
We can take the curse off killing, Fenway.
Oh, how's that?
Instead of shooting him down in cold blood, let him die in the line of duty.
We'll make a hero out of him, eh?
Like it?
That's not bad. How's that strike you, Nelson? Officer Fenway gets killed in the line of duty.
He's here. Right, the harbor warehouse. Fenway?
Yes, sir?
Come in. Close the door. You know the harbor warehouse?
That was on my first beat.
I just received a call. It may be a legitimate tip or it may be a crank call.
What about, Captain?
Sergeant Ludwig. The man who shot him is supposed to be hiding there. I could send somebody else out, but you're the only one available at present.
I consider it a personal favor if you'd let me go.
If you need any help...
I can handle myself. And him if he's there.
All right, Fenway. But as I say, it may be just a crank call.
Clean. You all right, Al?
Didn't even touch me.
Call an ambulance, quick.
A little different when you're on the receiving end, isn't it?
Yeah, but now you're going to be on a calling end to your boss, the big boss. Come on. Go ahead. Start dialing.
Hello, Mr. Willoughby, this is Branson. Yes, Mr. Willoughby, it's all over.
Here they come.
Birds of feather.
Captain Stern?
It's all right, Captain. We removed the hidden microphone. Mr. Willoughby will never know how you testified.